Okay, away we go. So I'm taking the glue just on my finger, and I'm going to start to run a bead of glue in that channel. About a third of the way around the guitar. I'll go to the widest point of the lower bout here. It just helps to break the guitar up into sections. Because you can't put glue on here and then have it stay wet for long enough to do the entire side of the guitar. At least I can't, at the speed I go. Go a little bit past that point. Make sure it's on all the surfaces. Then what I'm going to do is take a little glob of glue with my finger and wipe it on the surface of this cedar strip that I've got here, so that it gets glued to the piece of sycamore. Like so. Take that off. And we take our pieces. I'll get these stuck together first. Started. You get them in position there, right at the center point. That's pretty good. And then when we put a piece of tape on it, I'm just using, this is painter's tape, not the wimpy, weak painter's tape, but the thicker painter's tape. I don't know what it's called. You find the glue on normal masking tape is not, it will tend to rip the grain out of the spruce, whereas this stuff, painter's tape, does not. And you want to push in hard, thumb with it that way, and then down hard that way. And we're going to go all the way around the guitar. So once you get the tape off and the glue's dry, just take the, I just take my palm sander and trim up around the tops here. Now I'm taking the tape off the top. In this case, I've done the binding on the back of the guitar, and then I did the binding on the top. It doesn't really matter. You can do it all at once. Some people recommend you do the bottom one side and the opposite diagonal on the top at the same time, and then you do like this, and mine doesn't really matter. But when you're taking the tape off the top, like I said, you got to watch that you don't lift the grain out of the spruce, and you'll find that one direction will work better than the other direction. Now on this particular side, I find that pulling the tape off slowly this direction is not lifting the grain. But when I took a piece and tried it this direction, the grain was being lifted out. So you don't want to do that because you'll create little rips in the top of your spruce. Now, I will very likely find when I get to this side of the guitar, it's the opposite, because the grain's the opposite direction because of the book matching. So just watch out for that. The last thing I'm going to do here is I've been trimming the mortise here up. I'm going to trim the binding off, well, and any side material you had overhanging into the mortise area. Trim the binding material off, but make sure the binding on the back that's down here, do not trim that off. Let it continue straight through. And then I've also notched back the soundboard for the depth of the mortise as well. Now I just use whatever means possible to get the glue off the binding. I'll scrape and I'll sand, just being careful not to overdo it in one place. Now that once I have all the glue cleaned up and sanded off there and looking pretty good, I like to just take sandpaper, I've got 120 here, and just run around and kind of knock the corner off the binding, round it over just a little bit.